welcome to the Savera Morning Bulletin with me, Deepnan Purewal. In a major step towards implementing the central government's flagship health scheme, Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana in the national capital, Delhi's government's Department of Health and Family Welfare forms 8 committees for the effective implementation of the scheme. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to lead the global media dialogue during the World Audio Visual and Entertainment Summit, WAVES, set to take place at the Geo World Convention Centre in Mumbai from May 1st to May 4th. Gurugram athletes MMF unite to combat pollution with Urban Forest. Gurugram's athletic community join forces with the Million Miyawaki Foundation in an initiative to tackle air pollution. Several vehicles and locals were trapped under debris after a landslide hit the Shan Place area in Ward number 2 of Ramban district, Jammu and Kashmir following heavy rains. Khelo India centres inaugurated across all districts of Odisha to develop world-class sports infrastructure and nurture young talent across the state. Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited BHEL secures its highest ever order inflows during the year 2024 to 25, amounting to Rs 92,534 crores. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath visits Gorakhpur to inspect 4-lane road project. He emphasized that the new road will ease transportation and reduce traffic congestion. According to an estimate by industry body India Energy Storage Alliance (IESA), India's energy storage sector will expand fivefold between 2026 and 2032, with sector receiving about Rs 479,000 crores investment by 2032. Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah expressed anguish over the tragic landslide and flash floods in Ramban that have caused significant damage to life and property in the Union Territory. Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta flags off 1,111 water tanks for the Jal Board and says that people would be able to monitor the location of the GPS-enabled tankers with the help of the tanker application. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney identifies China as the country's foremost national security threat, citing foreign interference, cyber activity and strategic ambitions in the Arctic. RBI Governor Sanjay Malhotra said that India's financial markets must play a crucial role if the country is to successfully navigate global challenges and achieve its long-term aspiration. With the onset of summer across the country, Dhangaon village in Maharashtra, a tribal-dominated area, is facing a water crisis in the area, with locals highlighting the lack of facilities, and women in the area are forced to find water for themselves by travelling multiple kilometers. The Counter-Terrorism Department (CTD) reportedly killed 5 individuals in what it described as an intelligence-based operation in Balochistan. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath approves projects worth more than Rs 700 crores aimed at enhancing connectivity in the region. Institute of Liver and Biliary Sciences Director Dr. Shiv Kumar Sareen says that efforts must be made to keep the liver healthy, especially in the morning hours. BJP has launched a nationwide campaign titled Waqf Sudhar Jan Jagran Abhiyan, aimed at creating public awareness among the Muslim community about the recently passed Waqf Amendment Act. The campaign will continue till May 5th and involves BJP leaders and workers engaging directly with the Muslim communities across the country. The Romeo Force of the Indian Army and the Special Operations Group continue their joint operation in the forest area of Lisana in Jammu and Kashmir's Poonch to trace the terrorists believed to be hiding in the region. Bangladesh requests Interpol to issue a red notice against former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and 11 others in connection with a case alleging conspiracy to overthrow the Muhammad Yunus-led interim government. Niti Aayog said in its latest report that India's manufacturing base and cost advantages will position the country suitably for potential market leadership in coming years. India's foreign exchange reserves rise 1.567 billion US dollars to 677.835 billion US dollars in the week that ended on April 4th, extending gains for the 6th straight week. The National Hydroelectric Power Corporation or NHPC's 2000 megawatt project, mainly known as Lower Subansiri Hydroelectric Project, is nearing commissioning. Located on the Arunachal Pradesh-Assam border, the dam's massive reservoir spans 33.5 square kilometers. Lakshya Sharma from Kota, Rajasthan, has emerged as one of the top performers in the JEE Mains 2025 Session 2, scoring a perfect 100 percentile and securing the 22nd rank nationwide. His message to students: consistency, self-analysis and goal setting can make a difference. India is poised to sign its largest ever military agreement with France, a defense agreement for the acquisition of 26 Rafale marine combat aircraft. The deal, valued at over Rs 63,000 crores, will mark the largest bilateral defense purchase between the two nations to date. Uttar Pradesh CM Yogi Adityanath was in Gorakhpur earlier. He held a Janta Darshan to directly address the citizens' grievances. The CM also performed a Rudra Abhishek at the historic Gorakhnath temple earlier in the day. Prominent journalist Niaz Baloch has claimed that he's received death threats and warnings of enforced disappearance from individuals tied to Pakistani intelligence agencies. The accusations reported have reignited the urgent global attention towards the deepening human rights crisis in Balochistan. Extreme weather continues to batter Jammu and Kashmir with cloudbursts, landslides and flash floods claiming at least 5 lives, displacing hundreds and causing widespread destruction in multiple districts. Thousands of Americans flooded streets across all 50 states in a massive wave of protest against President Donald Trump's economic policies. The coordinated movement, named 50501, that is 50 protests, 50 states and one movement, saw demonstrators rally in state capitals and major cities. Omar Abdullah, through X, criticized Delhi Airport's handling of flight operations after his Indigo flight from Srinagar to Delhi was diverted to Jaipur. The diversion occurred amid inclement weather conditions that led to the cancellation of 6 flights at Srinagar Airport. A Gurudwara in Vancouver was defaced with pro-Khalistan slogans overnight at the Khalsa Diwan Society, sparking outrage. Gurudwara management blamed the extremist forces for the act. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu insists the war in Gaza must go on. He faces rising domestic pressure from hostage families and veterans, and despite it, he says he has no choice but to continue. Critics question the war's purpose and call for a ceasefire. Study finds kids exposed to paternal depression at age 5 are more likely to show behavioral issues by age 9. Researchers urge early intervention and father-focused mental health support. A single-engine Cessna plane crashed near Trilla, Illinois, killing all 4 people on board. The victims were 2 men and 2 women. The crash occurred shortly after 10 a.m. local time. The U.S. Supreme Court temporarily blocked the Trump administration from deporting Venezuelan detainees under the centuries-old Alien Enemies Act. The order applies to those held at the Blue Bonnet Detention Center. The halt will remain until further notice from the court. Police arrested 9 people over a large-scale engine theft from Kia Motors Andhra Pradesh plant. The Penukonda court has remanded them to 14 days judicial custody. Thousands from the Jain community held a silent protest in Mumbai. They condemned the BMC's demolition of a Jain temple. The group demanded strict action against a responsible civic official. IAS officer Smita Sabharwal highlighted freedom of expression while sharing post about the Kacha Gachibowli land issue. Her stance drew attention, with the CM CPRO indirectly questioning her environmental activism under different governments. US Vice President J.D. Vance will visit India with his wife Usha, marking his first official trip to the country. His itinerary includes visit to New Delhi, Jaipur and Agra. During this visit, he is scheduled to meet Prime Minister Narendra Modi and tour the Akshardham temple. Former India skipper Mohammad Azharuddin will approach the Telangana High Court challenging the HCA Ombudsman's order to remove his name from a stadium stand. He alleges targeted harassment by a few HCA officials for exposing corruption. Actor Abhinav Shukla receives a death threat from a person claiming to be part of the Bishnoi gang. The message sent via Instagram referenced the 2024 shooting outside Salman Khan's house and threatened Shukla with violence. The actor shared the threat on social media, expressing his shock. Udav Singh Joshi, aged 70, was allegedly beaten and dragged at a district hospital in Chhatarpur, Madhya Pradesh. The incident, captured in a viral video, shows the elderly man being pulled by two individuals. Hospital staff and the victim offer conflicting accounts of the events. Warrant Officer G. Galeb Sleiman Al-Nasasra, 35 years of age, was killed and 5 others were injured in a Hamas attack in northern Gaza. This marks the first IDF casualty since Israel resumed its offensive against Hamas on March 18th. The attack occurred during operations near Beit Hanun. On the weekly charts, a bullish candlestick pattern has emerged, indicating sustained upward momentum. The market is maintaining an uptrend continuation pattern on both daily and intraday charts, suggesting the potential for further gains from current levels.